Hi everyone, Tashi here and welcome to my channel. In today's pick a card reading, we are looking into what physical characteristics you have that others are attracted to. We're looking at why people think you're hot in a physical sense, which I know sounds super shallow, but these kind of readings can provide you with some confidence, remind you of how beautiful you are, and put that pep back in your step. So I feel there is much good that comes out of these readings in an internal sense as well. But as you can see, you have 4 options here. Group 1, we have this beautiful card and the calcite crystal. Group 2, we have this card and the fluorite crystal. Group 3, we have this card and the clear quartz. And group 4, we have this card and the desert rose crystal. So those are your options. Now you don't need to choose the picture that looks most like you. I want you to really observe the colors, the items in the pictures, the facial expressions, and the crystals as well. Whatever group your intuition guides you to is the reading for you. If you need more time to decide what group you feel most drawn to, now is the time to pause the video. Once you've decided what group is for you, you can get to your reading by clicking the chapters at the bottom of the screen or scrolling down to the description box and clicking the link to your reading. I'll see you in your reading. Hello, group 1. If you chose this beautiful card and the calcite, then this will be your reading on what others find physically attractive about you. I did cover the wording, not because the wording is significant, because in this reading the wording won't necessarily be significant, but because I wanted you to really be drawn to the picture. So we can remove that now. We've got show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. A beautiful message nonetheless. You should show off your sparkle and shine. I do just want to say the energy I'm feeling from this card is fabulous. You have a great energy, group 1. This isn't necessarily about your physical characteristics, but I do just want to say that others are very drawn to your energy. You have this air about you that makes others happy and joyous. You bring fun and happiness to the room, I feel. And this is a very attractive quality. A very attractive quality about you that people notice. But let's get your oracles. I'm also feeling people love your smile from looking at this card. People love your smile. There's something about your smile and your welcoming, happy face that others find incredibly attractive, that they find super hot about you. You can just be having a normal conversation with someone and then you laugh and they're like, wow, like they go weak at the knees. You make that person pause. You have a really beautiful smile and really nice teeth, I feel. And I know the teeth comment is super random, but it's a message I'm getting, so I had to say it. But you also have these cards here, which are some extra cards that were pre-shuffled. Oh, I did not look at them. This is a bit random. Gratitude, rampage, list 10 things about you're thankful for. And look for signs and synchronicities. Again, the wording's not super significant here. This thankful card is a strange one to have. I don't look at, as I said, I don't look at these pre-shuffled cards. I'm getting librarian or secretary vibes here. You may wear glasses and people find that super attractive. Incredibly sexy, I'm hearing. I'm feeling corporate attire. This doesn't mean you have to work in a corporate world, but there's a message here around when you're in your work attire, people find you so sexy, group 1. I actually feel like this woman has a little nose piercing. I don't know if you can pick that up in camera, and this woman has a nose piercing there as well. For some, there's some kind of unusual piercing that others find hot. Not unusual piercing, but I'm sensing it's not ear piercings, it's something else. I'm also just now being drawn to this woman's tattoos here, the butterflies. The butterfly tattoos, beautiful. If you have tattoos, I can see people really notice this, and many find your tattoos incredibly attractive. Butterflies might be significant. This woman has butterfly tattoos, and then we have butterflies floating around this card. So butterflies might be significant to you because there's, butterflies everywhere. Look at the two butterflies flying around this woman. Butterflies are first a caterpillar, then they go through this intense transformation before being turned into this beautiful butterfly. For some of you, you may be shocked that others find you attractive because you don't see how beautiful you are, because you don't see how beautiful you've become. You are still sitting in that, that preteen discomfort around your looks internally. That message is only for some. But you are beautiful, group one, and people notice. I'm just feeling you really bring this lightheartedness and joy to others. And this is highly attractive. I just keep feeling that the energy is amazing here. And I know that's not physical traits, but you need to know you are a joy to be around and your energy alone is attractive. But let's get your tarot cards. So we have here Temperance, the Three of Wands, the Chariot, and the Queen of Swords. I just hear bum. I just heard bum. People really like watching you walk away, I feel, with the Three of Wands here. People like watching you walk away, group one, and they're really attracted to your bum, to your curves. I feel for my feminines watching, I'm feeling there's something about curves here. They find your curves incredibly sexy. The Three of Wands can be an indication of travel too, as can the Chariots. So I feel for those who are maybe living in a location where your physical characteristics don't fit with everyone else's. What am I trying to say? Maybe you're living abroad or you grew up in a country that isn't your nationality. I'm feeling with the Chariot and the Three of Wands here that people find something incredibly sexy about you that's not the norm where you live. Maybe you have darker skin in a lighter skin community, lighter skin in a darker skin community, whatever it is, there's this message here, and it will be specific to you. You know if this message is for you. There's a message here that people find this incredibly sexy, incredibly attractive. In this deck, Temperance looks more feminine, but in the more common Pamela Coleman-Smith or Rider-Waite deck, Temperance is both masculine and feminine. Temperance is an angel who is not gender specific in the more common deck. But I am feeling for my masculines, people are very attracted to your manliness. And my feminines, people are very attracted to your feminine girly qualities. And I know that's like two opposite energies, but that's what I'm feeling from this card. Given it's normally not gender specific, and I'm really feeling, focused on that piece of information here. There's this message here about how others find your feminine, masculine, or your non-gender specific qualities very attractive. I hope that makes sense. I'm also feeling red is relevant for some here. We've got the red wings, the red dress. I'm feeling very attracted to that. You may have red hair. You may like to have red lipstick. People like this. I'm hearing when you wear red, mwah. Freckles. Do you have freckles, group one? Stop covering them up, I'm hearing. I don't know if you can see the freckles on this woman's face. I don't know if that's the freckles are picking up there, but the first thing I noticed was this woman's freckles. She's also really holding on to that wand. She's really holding on to that wand there. If you're a man, I can see people really appreciate your... Oh man, why did I decide to do this type of reading? This makes me very uncomfortable. I'm getting lots of messages that I don't know how to interpret. I'm just getting this very strong vibe here. Like physically strong. You may be a very physical person, group one. You may like to gym, or you just naturally have this fit or strong looking body. You look like you could hold your own, and people find this very sexy. You've also got the Queen of Swords. I'm feeling you have a quick wit that people find highly attractive, and I know that's not physical, but I had to say it because it popped into my head. I'm noticing another butterfly on her seat there, on her throne. You really blow people away, group one. I'm not getting much more in a physical sense from the Queen here, but people are very attracted to your quick wit and how strong you are, how independent you are, how well you face change, how clear you see into the future without letting emotions and obstacles stop you. Let's take a look at your last oracle cards. So we've got curvy, lips, short. You don't necessarily have to be short, but I'll get to that in a moment. These are gender, dark tone. You don't have to be dark toned either. I went into using these cards in a general sense. But lips and curves, didn't I say that? I'm not sure if I did. I didn't see these when preparing. Of course, I have no way of proving that, so you'll just have to trust me on that. But as I said, there's something about your curves. There's something about your curves for my feminines. Your bum specifically, I feel. The bum message, or the bottom message, whatever you want to call it, is for whatever gender you identify with, people like your bum. They like watching you walk away. And as I said before with the lips card, people find your laugh, your teeth incredibly attractive, but also just your lips in general. You may have bigger lips. Maybe you're into Botox. Maybe you naturally have big, luscious lips. You don't even have to have big lips, but whatever it is about, there's something about your mouth. I can see people find it very sexy, very attractive. You also have short. I'm not feeling this message is so much for my masculines, but I can see for my feminines, people are highly attracted to your height in some way. They may like the fact that they tower over you, like the fact that they could easily, throw you around in the bedroom, in a good way, of course. For those that don't resonate with the short message, though, I do feel your height in general is an attractive quality. This is a general reading, so I'm feeling there is something about your height here. People may like that you're tall or like that you're just the perfect size. I'm hearing the perfect height when you stand next to me. The perfect height when you stand next to me, I'm hearing. And this dark tone, if you have a darker skin tone, obviously people are attracted to this physical characteristic, but as I said, I did go into preparing these cards in a general sense. with this particular deck, knowing what cards were inside the deck. So I do feel just your skin tone in general is an attractive physical quality. You may actually have a lighter or medium skin tone. I can see there is something about your skin here. You may have quite soft or like a beautiful clear complexion. I was picking up on freckles before. I was picking up on freckles. For some, the combination of freckles with your skin tone is a very sexy quality I'm hearing. But that's what I'm getting for you, group one. That's what I'm getting for what people find hot about you. Your lips, your smile, your curves, your strength, your skin tone, and whatever else I said, I can't even remember. The most memorable moment for me throughout this reading is the energy. Your energy is wonderful, a beautiful energy to sit in. So thank you for that. But that's it from me. If you made it this far, put a little angel emoji below and let me know if this reading resonated. And please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks, group one. Hello, group two. If you chose this gorgeous lady and the fluorite crystal, then this will be your reading on what others find physically attractive about you. I covered the wording here, not because the wording is significant, but because I wanted you to be attracted to the picture. So let's have a look. It says, stop judging and start loving. So yes, the wording isn't significant here, but maybe for some that is a message you need to hear. Just looking at this card, this woman's eyes feel intense in a good way. I'm feeling people are very drawn to your eyes, group two. You have very magnetic, I see right into your soul eyes. And people like this. People find this incredibly attractive. Your hair may be relevant too here. Some of you may like to dye your hair a bright color or style your hair in a way that people notice and really like. I'm feeling you may be very colorful, like you like to wear colors too, particularly because you were drawn to the fluorite crystal here. But let's take a look at your next cards. So we've got Embrace Your Inner Divine Goddess. I just heard boobs. I just heard boobs as soon as I saw this card. And Forgive Someone. Again, wording not relevant, but there is something about your hands here as well. Boobs. I just like boobs went screaming in my head. As soon as I saw this card, and I've gotten this card before in this reading, and I have never noticed the woman's low cut top. For my femininity, that happens to me every time. For my feminines, I can see that people are very attracted to your breasts, your badonkadonks, your bazoozas. Oh God. Halfway through group one's reading, I was asking myself why I decided to do this reading, like a reading like this. These kinds of readings make me uncomfortable, but I do feel it's important to love ourselves, love all of ourselves. And I feel readings like this do make us feel more comfortable in our skin and more confident. So there is good that comes from this type of reading. But there is something about your breasts here, group two, that people find very sexy. Some of you might be like, well, Tashi, I have small breasts. That's impossible. Well, I'm saying it is. It doesn't matter what size you are. People are very attracted to your baps. There's also something about your hands. And I was thinking that when I was looking at your first card, I was very attracted to her hand. And I wish I said it, but people do find your hands really attractive, which may sound like a weird thing to find attractive, but I'm feeling if you're a masculine, people find your hands like strong worker hands, or they look strong. they like to see you do things with your hands, I'm hearing. And if you're a feminine, there's something here about your hands being very sexy. You may really take care of your hands. You may like to get your nails done and really maintain your hands, like hand creams, the nail salon. Your hands are a physical quality that others see and really like. You may have very smooth and feminine hands or hard working hands that make you look like you can really get the job done. There's this class and this confidence in the energy here. I'm feeling that there's something that people find very classy about you. They really enjoy your confidence. This may come through in physical characteristics, like the looks you give, the way you hold yourself, whatever it is, it will be different for everyone. But I can see people find you classy, your classy, confident energy to be incredibly sexy, incredibly attractive. But let's get your tarot cards. The Five of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Swords. Again, I feel with the Ace of Swords coming up, it's an indication of how much people enjoy your hands. Wow, hands are coming through strong here, group 2. Well, let's think about why people find hands attractive. For masculines, your hands may be quite broad, quite strong, look very capable. If you're attracted to masculines, I'm curious, comment below if you find strong, capable looking hands attractive. I do. But for my feminines, I'm feeling it may be like the feminine shape of your hands, like your hands are well kept, soft even. I'm hearing, I like it when you touch me. I like it when you touch me. So there's that. And then you've got the Five of Pentacles, which is a strange card to get, I have to say, but I'm feeling you may seem like a bit of an outsider, group 2. This message isn't necessarily physical, but there's this sense of you not caring what others think and appearing a bit as a bit of an outsider, but in a very attractive way. I'm not feeling you feel alone, or if you do, there's this air of just not caring, which generally doesn't come with the Five of Pentacles, because that's not the energy that normally comes from the Five of Pentacles, but that's what I'm feeling here. Because I can feel in the energy this confidence and this class, which is quite the opposite to this card here. And so I'm feeling with the Five of Pentacles coming up here, it's simply to say, you appear as a bit of an outsider, but you sit in that confidently and you don't care. And people really admire this about you. You attract those that are the same sex. I know that's a strange message to get, but I just heard it in my head. You attract those that are the same sex as you, with the two women here. I'm feeling you are highly attractive to those of the same sex. This blonde woman appears to be following the other woman, and so I feel people you wouldn't necessarily expect to find you attractive, group 2, find you attractive. It doesn't even have to be the same sex scenario, although I do feel that message applies to many. There's something here around people in your life you wouldn't expect to be attracted to you are. Like a friend, a colleague, the neighbor. It really could be anyone. With the Six of Wands coming up, you are highly sought after and highly noticed. The Six of Wands is the celebrity card of the deck, the acknowledgement card of the deck. People really notice you, group 2, even if you aren't aware of it. Look at this woman sitting up on her horse, and these people down here are staring at her. There's people here, you can't really see them, they're behind her, but they're all staring up at her, looking up at her in admiration, staring up at her in awe. There's just something about your presence that makes people stare. I'm also feeling hair. I keep hearing hair. It's coming through strong. I believe I mentioned that earlier. You may style your hair in a way that people notice, or your hair is just naturally beautiful and people really like this. Whew, there's a confident energy here. A very confident energy here. You may have tattoos like the woman in this card that people like, but what I'm really feeling is your curvaceous body is highly noticed in a good way. The woman here is gorgeous. She's got curves. I'm just really drawn to her body in general. Some people may have a bit of a foot fetish for you. I'm noticing her feet. Ugh, gross. Sorry, bit of a trigger for me, but I'm really noticing her body. Like, your body really lights up those pleasure centers in people when they see you. It's almost like a drug. You really make people stand to attention, and I feel this is because of your body. Like, obviously not only your body, like the energy, the classy, confident energy as well, but your body as a whole, group 2, I'm hearing soft and smooth. You may have quite smooth skin, or certain people just like looking at your curvy figure and think, wow, like so soft, I want to touch. Whatever it is, there's something about your curves and your figure here that people find very sexy. Let's take a look at the remainder of your cards. So we've got facial hair, obviously for my masculines. Blonde, this is just means hair, it doesn't mean blonde. Eyes, something about your eyes, as I've said. Younger, again, I'll get into that in a moment. Doesn't mean you're younger, although I am feeling you may look quite youthful. I'm feeling, okay, let's start with this. So for my masculines, people are very attracted to your facial hair. They like it when you get like that 5 o'clock shadow, or you let your beard grow. Many people find you very attractive when you let that hair come through. Even if it's only a little bit, I feel, even if it's only like a shadow, it's incredibly sexy, 100% sexy. I can feel it in the energy here. But with this younger card, I'm not feeling younger is relevant here at all. I went into preparing these cards knowing what was inside. So this is general. And I'm intuitively feeling from this card, looking at this woman dancing and her body shape, that again, people just find your body, your curves, your boobs extremely sexy. I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but this woman, you know, she's confidently dancing, a sign of your I don't give a shit what people think attitude, but in a classy, confident way. Another sign of that energy I was picking up on before. These cards aren't really giving us anything I haven't already picked up on here. The color isn't relevant, but as I said, there's something about your hair and there's something about your eyes that people find alluring, that they find attractive. Beautiful. But that's what I'm getting for you, group 2. You have a very classy, confident energy. For my feminines, your boobs and just your curvaceous body in general are just wow. Your hands are physically appealing for some. Your feet, yuck. Sorry, but I feel grossed out by feet. Maybe it's because my feet are super ugly, but obviously that's a trigger for me. People really notice and respect you, group 2, and more people are attracted to you than you know. But that's it from me. If you made it this far, put some kind of hand emoji in the comments below. Pop a hand emoji below if you made it this far, and do let me know if this resonated in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I see you in another video. Thanks, group 2. Hello, group 3. If you chose this beautiful card and the clear quartz crystal, then this will be your reading on what others find physically attractive about you. You may have noticed I've covered up the wording here. I covered up the wording because I wanted you to be attracted to the picture, not because the wording is significant, but let's take a look anyway. Be bold, don't be afraid to stand out. But I have to say, I'm feeling intuitively in this instance, the wording is relevant for you, group 3. Be bold. Be bold, don't be afraid to stand out. I'm sensing there is something significant about your physical appearance that stands out in a good way. You may like to have like a bold colored lip like the woman in this picture, or you aren't afraid to wear color, to have a pop of color in your wardrobe. I'm not sure what this is, but there's something here about standing out from the crowd in relation to your physical appearance. I said this in another reading, I believe, but I am very drawn to this woman's eyes. Her eyes. Very drawn to her eyes. So there's something about eyes here. I think the neighbor across the road started mowing the lawn, so sorry if you can hear that in the background. You may have like uniquely colored eyes that people comment on, or you just have this intense gaze. People like your intense eyes, group 3. I'm feeling you are the type of person who isn't afraid to look into someone's eyes a little longer than usual. You aren't afraid to continue making eye contact when others would pull away and be uncomfortable. But I also feel many people find this to be an extremely attractive quality for you. Like they really feel seen by you, group 3. But let's take a look at your tarot cards. Oh no, not tarot. Let's start with these ones. So we've got awaken your authentic self and be true to you. And practice feng shui, create a sacred space. Again, wording not significant here. I'm really just going with the pictures of the cards and the intuitive messages that come through to me. I am noticing the dots on the pot plant and the dots here on these cards. If you have a beauty mark or freckles of some sort, I'm feeling people are very attracted to that. I'm seeing a beauty mark above the lip. It doesn't have to be a beauty mark above the lip. It could be anywhere, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm getting a feminine energy here, very loving and nurturing and girly for my thems. It doesn't matter what you identify as, but I am feeling this nurturing energy. But what's interesting is this nurturing energy is combined with this, like with much confidence, assertiveness, and a spark of attitude. Yes, you are free-flowing and nurturing, but also there's sparks of this bold confidence about you. And I'm feeling this quality really shows through in your appearance, in your facial expressions, your gestures, the way you hold yourself. I feel like you are the type of person who would go from like this mothering, nurturing, caring person to this bold, confident, assertive boss lady or boss man, to this peaceful Zen person. You really can show up physically in many different forms, I'm feeling, group 3, which is why you attract such a wide variety of people, which is why so many people are so attracted to you. Like I'm picturing you jumping, you jumping from office clothes to gym clothes to the messy bun, like to the messy mum bun combined with sweats to this hippie alternative style. Like you show up in many different ways. And I'm feeling it doesn't matter how you show up, people are very physically attracted to you. But depending on what mood you're in, depending on what you decide to show up as on that day, you can attract different types of people. Like I'm getting this weird message that you attract a different kind of person every day. Like you attract a different kind of person every day. But let's take a look at your tarot cards. What have we got here? We've got the Ten of Wands. Oh, I think I have to get something to cover that. One moment. I'll just put that there. You've got the Star. The Magician. And the Empress. Oh, you got the Empress. Oh, I love this Empress. She's my favorite. She is my favorite. People like to watch you walk away. Group 3. And I know that sounded a little disrespectful. I am not a whistler, but I heard it in my head, so I had to repeat it. That's the energy I'm getting. I'm feeling you likely have a very fit body with the Ten of Wands coming up. You may be right into your fitness, or you just look naturally fit and people really notice this. I feel like I am repeating part of Group 1's reading, but this is what's coming through. They notice how strong you are, which I sense they're quite surprised by. That. Like you may hide your body under baggy clothes sometimes, or most of the time you're quite covered up. Then bam, you're in a bikini or wearing a tighter top than usual. And people are just like, damn, Group 3 is fit. For my femmes, you really do look all woman, and people love this about you. This is evident, you know, with the Empress here as well. I wish I could show you all of this picture in the Star because this woman is beautiful. I'm just like, wow. Like this is the strongest energy of attraction I've felt. But it's like stop in the street and stare. Stop in the street and stare. Lose all sense of words, mouth watering, blushing at the cheeks, attractive. That's not to say I'm attracted to this card, but that's the energy I'm feeling when holding it. I'm hearing glow. You really have this glow about you, Group 3. Often people think, wow, Group 3 is glowing. How is it that they look so great, even when they're in their sweatpants? I don't know why sweatpants keep popping up. You may wear them a lot. I have to say it doesn't affect how attractive you are, trust me. You have this very healing, positive presence with the Star coming up. You may have a very open and caring face, Group 3. As I said before, I am sensing you can show up dressed as a different person each day. Maybe with the Star here, I do feel you are quite artistic, or you appear as this eclectic, alternative type of person. Maybe you're part of a band, but I can see when you are being most yourself, when you're feeling comfortable to let it all out, you show up as this artsy band type, or quite alternative, quite hippie-ish for some, and people are highly into that, Group 3. I just realized you have 3 major arcana, the Star, the Magician, and the Empress. No wonder I'm feeling that energy. Phew, like you are sought after, Group 3. You are sought after, even if you don't realize it. I'm feeling you've got people falling at your feet. Metaphorically, of course. I'm feeling you're the type of person who has many options and people are literally pining over you. You may like space buns. You may like the space bun look. Like having cute and different hairstyles. The red roses I'm feeling very drawn to above her heads. The red roses floating above the Magician's head is a sign of desire and giving, you know, given the sheer number of them. They're everywhere. As I've said, I can see you have many admirers. The Magician also has this infinity symbol above her head, if you can see that there. She has the infinity symbol above her head. Internal life. I'm feeling people wonder why you don't seem to age, Group 3. They're like, what? How? They're like, Group 3 is so lucky. They must be a vampire. Maybe you have really good Botox, or you just have, like, you're just very lucky and are just naturally aging very well. But I'm hearing people are shocked when they find out your age because you appear younger. You appear younger than your actual age. Her dress is white, a sign of purity, and her cardigan is red, like the roses, a sign of desire. I'm sensing, even though you are a bold, confident looking person, there's also this pure essence about you that people desire, Group 3. You appear as this real person, this genuine person underneath it all. This could come through with your gestures, your facial expressions. You may be quite like emotive when you speak, very expressive. People notice this and they like it. And you have the Empress. You are it, Group 3. You are the queen of all queens. I love this Empress. She looks strong but feminine and womanly at the same time. For my masculines watching, I can see you are a very strong looking person and people are very attracted to this. But my femmes, I can see you have this quality of both this womanly figure people drool over, but also very strong and capable at the same time. Some of you may have wider hips. I'm hearing childbearing hips. Childbearing hips, wider hips that people really like. You are a very warm, very charismatic, and a real nurturer. I know that's not physical, but I had to say it because it popped into my head. I don't know what else to say. The Empress is just the biggest compliment, the best card you can get in this type of reading, the best card to get out of any tarot cards. She is the best card. But let's take a look at the remainder of your cards. What have we got here? We've got Scar, Freckles, Eclectic. Interesting. I didn't see that one when I did actually see Scar pop out in front of me during the pre-shuffle, but I did not see this one. And Green, which just means eyes. There is something about your eyes. So eyes are definitely, you know, something I was picking up on earlier. This intense gaze, like these beautiful eyes that really like look into your soul. I'm taking these cards in a general sense, as I said. So the green isn't relevant, although maybe for some, maybe you have green eyes. I was also picking up on the eclectic hippie rock star vibes, but if you don't resonate with that message, I am feeling that the way you dress, I'm feeling really showcases parts of your physical self that people appreciate. People like the way you dress, Group 3. You also have freckles. If you have freckles, stop covering them up, Group 3. I was picking up on a beauty mark as well. So if you have a significant beauty mark, I can see people find this charming and sexy. I'm hearing, I want to kiss you. Like they see your beauty mark and they want to kiss it. And you also have Scar here, which is interesting. I sense this, like this is not for everyone, obviously, but this card has come up for a reason. If you have a scar somewhere on your face or body, don't be ashamed or embarrassed. I can see people actually find this incredibly attractive. I'm feeling this is a natural scar, like a scar above your eye from a twig or a scar on your leg from a bike accident. Whatever it is, I sense this scar looks gnarly in a sexy way. but the story behind it isn't all that interesting. I don't know why I'm picking up that message, but I have to, but I have. So, you know, there you go. Like, it's like you have some kind of sexy scar, but the story's just super boring about how you got it. I can feel in the energy that you are like you are caring group 3, but for some of you, you have this badass vibe about you, this almost intimidating, dangerous vibe that comes across in the looks you give. For some, for some what you wear, but this, you know, this is just incredibly sexy. People find this vibe very, very, very attractive. I feel like I'm blushing again. Which is hilarious because you also have a nurturing, caring vibe. It's like you can go from one to the other, or people don't really notice the other until they get to know you, until they start talking to you. But anyway, that's what I'm picking up here. The energy in this reading was a very like weak at the knees, desire, blushing kind of energy. So people are very physically attracted to you, group 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you made it this far, pop a star in the comments below and comment if it resonated. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I see you in another reading. Thanks, group 3. Hello, group 4. If you chose this gorgeous card and the Desert Rose crystal, then this will be your reading on what others find physically attractive about you. I did cover the wording up because I wanted you to be attracted to the picture. And I was going into this reading saying the wording isn't, like into all of these readings saying the wording isn't relevant. But then I found as I've been tuning into the energy that the wording has been relevant in some of the readings. So let's take a look. We've got keep your thoughts positive. So that may be a message you need to hear right now, group 4. Keep your thoughts positive, think positive. Some of you may be in a bit of a negative headspace right now. I am getting a very peaceful energy here. I sense some of you are a very calm person to be around. You may have a calming energy. I also feel you have this youthfulness about you, group 4, in your looks. You look very youthful and trusting. I'm hearing symmetry. You may have a very symmetrical face, either that or you like your items in your home to be in their place. But I'm hearing symmetry. But I'm sensing you have like high cheekbones and a wide set, like soothing eyes, gentle eyes that people notice and find very attractive. I'm hearing clear and smooth. You may have clear and smooth skin that others notice too, but let's get your other cards and get a bigger picture. We'll get some of your other cards here, your other shine cards. So what have we got? We've got some diamonds, allow abundance, allow unlimited abundance. And we've got this beautiful unicorn picture with the butterflies. Believe in yourself, unleash your inner unicorn. Gorgeous. I love that. Yeah, so the high cheekbones make sense with the diamond card coming up. Or you may have quite sharp features that people are very drawn to. Quite strong features. You really stand out with this card coming up, group 4. I'm feeling people really notice you. For my masculines, I'm sensing a very strong jawline, a narrow, sharp nose, like strong features. For my feminines, I'm feeling you have just very clearly defined features. You really stand out, group 4. And I sense from the energy that's not altogether what you like. You may not like to stand out. But I do have to say this is good. It's in a good way. I'm getting like Ariana Lima, is it? And I'm getting Tyra Banks vibes here. Like you have not only this intensity about your looks, like intensely beautiful, but you are proportioned and symmetrical. I don't know how else to say that. There is definitely something about your hair here, specifically in this picture. It couldn't be more clear. But also with this unleash your inner unicorn wording, I really sense you just have this about you, group 4. As I was saying before, I can feel it in the energy, like this calmness about you. You are like this magical person. You have magical features, I feel. I'm really feeling you have something that stands out. Like I keep hearing that. I keep hearing that. You have something that stands out that people are very attracted to. But I can't pick up on what that exactly is. You can see the little unicorn coming up out of her hair. Unicorns are another sign of this purity and grace. I'm feeling like you move with grace, group 4, and I know that's not specifically physical, but there's something here about the way you move that people like. But let's get your tarot cards and see what comes up. You have the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Love that. You have two queens there. You may be quite strong looking, like have strong looking arms with the Two of Pentacles here. Strong looking arms for my masculines that people are very drawn to, or long slender arms for my femmes. The Two of Pentacles is all about juggling many things. And I'm very drawn to this woman's arms here, juggling the Two of Pentacles. I'm noticing the pink lip and the dark eyeshadow. Some of you may like to glam it up and people really notice this. They really notice the effort you put in. I'm feeling you are just someone who deals with problems with grace too, though, group 4. And I know that's not physical, but that's the message that's coming through strong. Sorry, I didn't put a space in between. I'm getting lots of messages here. I'm feeling you're someone who deals with problems in your life with grace. You aren't afraid of obstacles and you really roll with the punctures. Like the way you hold yourself, the way you deal with tricky times in your life, others find admirable. Again, not physical, but it popped into my head, so I had to say it. You're a very good-natured person and have this adaptable way you approach life that people find attractive. You may have glasses like the woman in this picture. You may like to wear hats like the woman in this picture, but mostly I get the sense that you can glam it up and then you can throw on socks and a hoodie and it doesn't matter, people find you attractive. The way this woman's sitting, I'm sensing you have this very casual and comfortable air about you, like the way you hold yourself, like your energy, the way you speak to people. This is attractive. You are not stuck up, I'm hearing. You're a very selfless person. I'm feeling your most attractive quality is the way you treat people, the way you talk to people, your pure and selfless attitude. And I know that's not physical, but spirit is coming through hard and strong on around your personality and your pure soul here, group 4. You are a queen or king, but look at these two queens here. You've got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. You are very charismatic, but I'm not feeling in an obvious way. Like you don't force yourself on people. You're just they're just naturally drawn to you. The Queen in this card has different skin tones. I don't know if you can see that. She has different skin tones there. What's that called? Is it vitiligo or something? When your skin pigmentation is different on different parts of your body. You may feel quite sensitive about this, like if you have something like this. Obviously, this is a message for a small amount, but I'm feeling people find this unique quality, beautiful, group 4. Obviously, you aren't all going to relate with that message. But I am sensing for all, there's something about your skin here that people find attractive. Seems like a super random message here. But there's something about your skin, like man, that person's skin is on point, I'm hearing. But there's something beautiful about your skin, group 4. It may be that it looks soft or you have a very clear complexion. I feel like I've said that in a couple of readings. It may be that you have some kind of skin pigmentation that many find beautiful and unique. If that is the case, I'm hearing own it. Own it, group 4. You are beautiful. But there is a message about something standing out here, and it's been coming through strong. And I think it's different for everyone, but I'll get into that in a moment. It might not necessarily be skin. Interesting. I'm feeling very drawn to the rabbit, which is a little bit random. Rabbits are fast and efficient. Again, a sign that you move with grace, I feel. Rabbit spirit comes to us to help with anxious and fearful feelings. They remind us to take a chance and face that fear. Some of you may needed to hear that. I know, not physical. But again, there's something about your hair here. You may have long, beautiful flowing hair that people admire. You have this gentle way about you. Like, look at the queen holding her pentacle. She's holding it gently and carefully. She's really looking after it. But I am feeling you are a very grounded person, group 4. But let's get the remainder of your cards here. What have we got? Hair, something about your hair. Doesn't have to be brunette. Dimples. Muscles. And eyebrows. Ooh. Okay. You may be brunette, but this again is just another sign of how much people admire your hair. You may have long flowing hair, or you style in a way that's attractive, that many people like. But dimples, I love this. I'm feeling this is another sign of your beautiful face and cheekbones, but some may have dimples. Dimples are quite rare. So I'm feeling this is another sign that there's something rare about you, group 4, and this may not be dimples. I'm actually feeling it will be different for everyone. I was really picking that up with the Queen of Wands and even earlier on. That thing that pops into your head, that is it. And you may be like, no way, Tashi, but it is. Whatever that thing is that's unique and different about you, you may feel quite self-conscious about. it. Some may have even been teased way back when in elementary school. But it's beautiful, group 4. People find that thing attractive. Most models, when they were younger, were teased for some aspect of their looks. And that's because they were unique, they looked different, they didn't fit in, and they weren't sheep. There was this quirkiness, this quality, this beauty about them, and you have that, group 4. Don't hide it, because I'm getting a strong message here, and it's that you are unique and you are beautiful. For my masculines, you may be quite fit, quite strong with this card here. This is attractive to others. I'm hearing arms. I'm feeling this relates back to what I was saying about the Two of Pentacles earlier. Strong masculine, long and slender feminine. Very good at juggling much in life with ease and grace. But eyebrows is a new one. I wasn't picking up on this. You have on point eyebrows, group 4, I'm hearing. If you're a masculine, I'm seeing those thick, beautiful brows people like. If you're a feminine, you may really look after your eyebrows, and people appreciate that. They see that, or you just naturally have those curvaceous, well-shaped brows that people put a lot of time and effort into getting. I'm feeling, group 4, that you have perhaps the most important message, the most significant message of all the readings. And that's that whatever you were teased about or whatever you feel self-conscious about is beautiful. You are beautiful. I'm feeling in the energy here that you may have fought internally about your looks, about your physical characteristics, and Spirit is saying you are beautiful just as you are. And in fact, others feel the same way. Others find this quality, this thing beautiful also. But that's what I'm getting for you, group 4. If you made it this far, put a little unicorn emoji below. Put a little unicorn emoji below. And do comment if this resonated. But just remember, you are magic. You are magic, and I feel you really needed to hear that today. But thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And hopefully I see you in another video. Thank you, Group 4.